Hi everybody, so I'm kicking off today because Carol always treats me like a wee whipped bitch. So what we're touching on today is TikTok, social media, because obviously Carol's always been she's already got a big platform with her work, doing her readings, doing her shows, and she's took to TikTok about 3 months ago?
3 months, that's me, my 3rd month.
So I'm no pure big on TikTok. As I say, I'm not good on social media, but hey ho. But you kind of did really good, really quick. You were right up in the top rankings, smashing it. I'm on every night, your wee cheerleader, watching
Number
your
one
lives.
in the whole of the UK for new subscribers.
There you go, get that in there. And then
TikTok certificate to prove it.
And then I goes to go in your wee live. I'm like, where the fuck's Carol? I'm like, oh, she must be having an early night. Then I went on the next night, like, where the fuck's Carol? Then I'm like, Carol, what's happening with you? Where are you on TikTok? Banned. Or as you call it on TikTok, bananaed.
You need to say bananaed on TikTok because if you don't, you get banned again.
Listen.
Because you can't talk about getting banned even though you got banned.
I'm howling. I was talking to one of the girls, right, seeing we'd done the ghost hunt. She was dead nice. The long blonde-haired girl, she's really pretty, dead nice lassie.
There was a few with long blonde hair.
She's dead thin. She's got 4 kids. She just had a wee baby. She's dead nice.
Oh, Mrs. J.
That, I know, but what's her name? Jordan. Aye, so I was talking to her and she was telling me, she actually showed me a list of things you're not allowed to say in TikTok. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're not allowed to say sausage?
Are you not?
No.
No way.
Sausage.
I didn't know that. So anyway, the day we're going to talk about the good and the bad to do with social media, right?
So shit hit the fan for you when you went...
Shit hit the fan for me. So obviously I've been on Facebook for such a long time, right? So on Facebook, I've got various different groups. One of my groups, I've got 50,000 followers. On another group, I've got like 50,000 followers. And so across social media, I run various different groups. And so there's a couple of 100,000 followers. But I'm just new to TikTok, right? So this is me in my 3rd month in TikTok.
But I remember when you said you were going on TikTok and we were sitting for lunch and your pal Teresa came in and she was all that mad paranoia. She's like, I don't want you on TikTok. I don't think it's good for you. It's toxic. And I was like, what? How would that be? And she did say, oh, because there's so many different groups and they all fight. And you're like, I'm not going to get involved in any of that.
I'm not getting involved in any of that.
But you got involved in it.
No, but I didn't get involved. That's the thing. So I tend to do my own thing on social media because I run social media as a business. This is a business, you know. Where social media is concerned, I'm going to be promoting this podcast all over social media, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, X, TikTok,
OnlyFans.
You know, the whole lot. OnlyFans in your case, aye.
Love and life tattooed across your tits.
Maybe my arse. I don't know about my tits.
Your tits are at your arse. Same
you
difference.
Speak for yourself. Many wins have you got these days? Don't kid yourself, Owen. She's talking about getting a boob job, by the way. And so let's talk about the good and the bad of social media. So the good and the bad of social media, Facebook, I've never had any issues, right? I just go into Facebook. Sometimes I do free readings. I do live. I was one of the first psychics to ever go and do live readings on TikTok.
Watching your wee lives.
I know, right? On Facebook, right? So I've done that, never any issues. So people warned me against TikTok. You know, I had never wanted to go on TikTok because I don't have the time. You know, how am I going to fit TikTok in? Because I don't have any time for anything else. There's no way I can fit TikTok in. So then I thought, well, we're going to be doing this podcast. Let's go to TikTok. It's another platform. Where's the harm in it? And I basically blew up in TikTok overnight. So I've went from 0 to 30,000 in less than 3 months, right? I'm now over 30,000, smashed that. And so now I'm now over that, right? But everybody's like, TikTok's toxic. And I'm like, no, it's no. Everybody I've spoke to is so nice. You know, they're all getting on. I don't associate myself with any wee group or gang. You know, the wee cliques.
I did go on it. Obviously, you told me to go on it, and like that, no clued up in it at all. You always invite me onto your lives. I'll watch your lives. Then there's a bit that comes up, it's like for you, and I'll flick through. No harm, right? I'm not judging folk, right? Everybody's different. So I totally understand why you're on it, because you're on it to give something. You've got your business, you do your readings. Then you've got the group of people that come up that are quite like, oh, look, they're wee Wayne singing or dancing. That's quite funny. There's a wee funny video. Give that a wee heart. But then there is a group or certain people that are on fucking drunk,
Harassing
talking
folk.
shite, bullies, bullying,
So that's what
slagging
makes
folk.
TikTok so much different. So
But
you get the good
who's got
side
fucking
to
time
it.
for that? What are these people doing with their life?
Well, obviously they have.
But sitting fucking causing fights, and they've got so many fucking followers, and all they're doing, lassies sitting there in their fucking onesies, junkie buns on, gagad, talking about fighting with cunts and fucking else. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with them?
It's like being back at school. It's like
But
people getting
who's
bullied.
liking that shit? Who's fucking watching
Well,
that?
people like to watch the drama, right? Because I'm like, no
Fucking
way,
hell.
that's adults and they're all fighting each other, want to go to each other's hussies and slash tires. And you just think, I can't be doing any of that,
Fuck.
right? That's not for me. I'll stay in my own wee lane and do my own thing, right? So I go on to do a live, I do free readings. I've been reading some of the influencers, the people with the big followings. And so the reason I do that is to help promote the podcast and different stuff.
And it's funny because I've seen some of them going, don't believe in all that shit.
I
Then they're
know.
on their pure, oh my God.
They're like, oh my God, Kara, that's just, I
Spot
didn't want
on.
to cry, but here we go again, right? And so that's good. So I've been reading a lot of the influencers, and up to now they've went pretty well, right? So up to now my journey's been well. And so I thought, right, let's have a social gathering, right? And so this is something that's new. I thought, let's have a social gathering. And by a social gathering, I mean, let's get the TikTokers together. Let's have a black tie event, right? So an excuse to get us all done up, get us all dressed. There's another reason for me having the black tie event, but I'll not talk about that today, but there is another reason for me having the black tie event. So I thought I would combine it, right? Sell tickets, get everybody in, get a few maybe celebs or a few folk off of TikTok in, have a sing song. So I've got the Littlest Chicken coming along, right? So they're a Scottish band.
I think I've heard
and
of
I
them.
listened to them and I thought, well, that's good. It's like all the wee tunes your granny used to sing back
but
in
you
the
want to
day.
get up and dance to.
And you want to get up and dance to it, right? And I thought, let's have that. So let's just have a nice night. So I put the kind of feelers out to everybody and like, oh, aye, that would be great. That would be lovely. And so let's do that, right? So I organised that. And so there isn't I organised for a hotel in Renfrew that holds 500 people. In the whole of Glasgow, there's only 5 places that can hold 500 people. There's only 3 hotels, that hold that amount of people. And they all want an arm and a leg just to hire the place. It's like just about 50 quid per head.
But you think of these places, they could have a wedding in.
I know.
In place of you.
I know.
And see when they hear the word wedding, you're getting charged fucking fortunes.
So anyway, I decided to go to this hotel in Renfrew. And so we done a deal with this and I put it all over social media. And I had also combined it as like a TikTok awards. I thought, wouldn't it be good? Because I wanted something that's a wee bit edgy, right?
Aye.
I thought, wouldn't it be good if people could vote for their favourite TikToker, Scottish TikToker, if people could vote for their favourite video, or people could vote for their favourite seller, their favourite singer, and that was my thoughts. Let's all go and have a good night. And then the shit hit the fan. We had one.
You started taking it stinking.
And obviously I started taking it for this one person on TikTok who took a reaction to this. And
Right, is this... will I no say names?
Nah, we'll no bother because we would
Is
just want to
this,
put...
do you believe in life?
So
Okay.
it's like... This person then went to TikTok and went, oh my God, 500 tickets at £65 a ticket. She's making £32,000 off of us TikTokers. And you're like, well,
nobody's
nobody's
fucking telling you to buy a ticket.
I'm not actually, right? Because you've got the meal to pay for, you've got security to pay for, probably need it, you would have bands to pay for, DJ to pay for, or the food to pay for, so you're not making it anywhere near that, I can assure you, what I mean? That was just pie in the sky.
So what if you?
I know.
Do they fucking complain when they buy a cinema ticket?
People forget that I've been doing this for 15 years. I've been running events for 15 years. And so then people are coming on and say, oh, she's making all that money. What charity is it going to? well, who even mentioned charity? You know, so then the shit kind of hit the fan and they all
But
jumped
they're
in.
just uneducated, no harm. These are the people that haven't ran an event. It's the same with my husband when he holds MMA shows. Everybody's like, oh, it's a bit steep for the VIP ticket, whatever price, where you're sitting down, you're getting a meal for it. They don't understand it's not just the rent of the hall, it's the feeding, it's the security, it's the lighting, it's down to the printing, the tickets, paying the fighters.
And then there's the upkeep of your hair. I mean, that's an absolute
fucking
fortune.
know the new man. I look as if I... That
Tom's
was a bit
probably like,
fucking
oh,
muggy.
you're no kidding, like, I had money in my pocket the day.
Listen,
and
I pay
Debbie's
my own
hair
way.
just took it away.
I fucking work hard so Tom
know
can
you do.
live the
And
lifestyle
so
he does.
that's what I'm saying by people are initially, but they're loving you, right? So they're loving you. Oh my God, that's great. Oh, you're such a breath of fresh air on the app. I've had all this said to me. You bring so much to the app. And I thought, you know what I do? Because I do all the readings for free. I've started doing a morning meditation. I do all that and it's all for free. I don't charge anybody. And so
you are
I give
quite a people's
back.
person.
I'm always a
you
people
like mingling
person.
and talking and
I do. I love
can't
it.
walk by you. You're wanting to
So
talk
then
to
I
folk.
organised 2 ghost hunts. Obviously one for the lassies, one for the boys. I organised that and everybody was all getting on like a house on fire. And then suddenly there's 1 or 2 people that go to these events that turn round, because when people were saying, oh, she's getting 32 grand, where's the money going? You know, that's going in her back pocket.
I just think
and I'm
so
like,
what if it
I
is?
fucking run a business here, right? But then a couple of people at the ghost hunt, you know, it was just unbelievable. And so, you know, I went in and I thought, I don't know why
Which again, I'm not being noting, you paid a fortune for the ghost hunt.
I know I did.
Do you know what I mean?
I paid hundreds of pounds for that, to hire that place each night,
I know,
right?
but they didn't think of that when they showed
And the
up,
guy
which is
that
fine.
does the photography, you know,
he's a bit of an all right, by the way.
he's a bit of a nut job, isn't he?
Aye.
And so you need to pay for his wages. So do you know, there's all sorts of different things coming in.
You can pay him in kind. Do you know that?
Well, you pay him in kind and I'll give you money, right?
Well, I'm not
So
taking one for the
anyway,
team.
you know, all of this comes into play as well. And so for the TikTok people that are absolutely loving you, right, then these people begin to turn. And I've seen a wee turn in the waves, you know.
I seen a wee turn on that night.
Did you? Right, okay.
Because somebody showed up where we met,
Oh, right,
which was very coincidental. Somebody off a TikTok. Obviously, I'm not a TikToky person, right? So I'm just listening to the rest of the TikTokers I was in amongst. So... Do you know what I'm talking about? When they went like that, oh, such and such is sitting over there. So I'm like that to that, oh, nice.
I would just give them the benefit of the doubt and say that was a coincidence.
That
right?
wasn't a fucking coincidence, Carol. Somebody for the fucking hunt is tipped them up. Why would they be there?
I don't know.
Bullshit.
And anyway, so I went on a TikTok and I was on a live one night and I says, people record you on live all the time. This is another thing. So you need to be careful what you're saying on TikTok, because don't say anything you wouldn't say in front of your granny or a judge.
But
is
why
what
are
I
they
think.
recording you?
I don't know. They just hod wee things against each other. So I don't want involved in any of that. So I had went on live one night and I had says, I don't know why people are hating on me. I don't take drugs. I don't go about stabbing people. You know, I don't badmouth people. And then the next thing I've got somebody on a live giving it, she's talking about me. And I'm like, how am I talking about you? You were on saying that you don't take drugs and you don't stab people. You having a go at me? And I'm like, oh my fucking God.
I just think if somebody thinks that's them, they obviously think that of themselves.
So then, anyway, these things are like water off a duck's back to me. They honestly are, right? There's nothing I've never heard. And I just thought, do you know what? Just leave them all to it. Don't say another word. Just fucking leave them to it.
But do you think they're just looking for a new victim because they've ran out of drama?
Well,
I
it's
think a lot
just
of people are on there
it's just
for the
massive
drama.
bullies, right?
Aye.
See, when you look at these people that are doing this, they are massive bullies.
That's what I mean.
And
I'm
the thing
seeing
is,
these
you
pages and
can't.
that's what they're doing.
I know, but the thing is, well, because there's a lot of trolls, and then they'll say people's trolls. They don't realise they're a troll themselves. But, you know, I don't ever, even if I don't like you, I would never go into TikTok and start talking about you. You know, if me and you ever fall out, I ain't going onto TikTok to talk about you, right? No, I know, but it's just something I wouldn't do. Why would I lower myself to talk about MD? That's people's paranoia, right?
That's what I think. If somebody said that's about me, then you obviously, if you're guilty.
That's their thoughts, no
Exactly,
mine. That is
exactly.
their thoughts, no mine. Because my job is to help people feel better, no worse.
Aye, but then I think they're just looking for anything because like that, it's to give them something
Clutching
to
at
talk about.
straws.
Because they've not got...
They're trying to reason with their own behaviour.
I think they're trying to give themselves something to talk about for hours on TikTok, because I feel like half of these TikTokers, that no harm, they're on there for hours, because I think you need to do set hours, didn't you, to make money and all
Well,
that.
in my case, it's 15.
Talking pure shite. So if they've not got a business or a company or something going for them that they can talk about, like you'll no run out because you could constantly just sit on there doing readings. Me, you'd be fucking bored after 5 minutes. I'd be like, it's for eating.
It's all about content,
Exactly.
know, it's the content.
So you're their new content person.
Aye, and so the people that are doing creative content, so I do creative content, I do wee videos, I do lives, I do morning meditations, I do it all, right? And so I'm constantly thinking about what could I put onto TikTok, could I make a wee video about that, let's put that on, let's edit that. And so I'm doing it for the benefit of my business, let's no kid ourselves on, of our business, like podcasts and for different reasons. So I make money out of my business, but I don't make money out of TikTok. That's just a new platform.
But
in
again,
my
I
mind,
feel
it's just
like
an
when you're
addition.
sitting thinking of content to make, the reason you're sitting thinking about it is because you've got so much you could do, and you're like, right, I'll maybe talk about that or that. It's like as with the podcast, well, fuck, like, what can we do you know what I mean? It's not as if you're, whereas I feel like these people have got fuck all to talk
But
about.
I tell you what,
So they make drama.
I watched a couple of people's videos that they'd put up giving it, oh, she's making 32 grand, that's horrible. And I seen all the comments underneath it and went, Carol's not like that. Carol doesn't say that. Carol doesn't act like that. So people would put up wee videos and saying Carol never said that. So they were kind of standing up for me.
But I didn't see one.
What did one of them say? Go. This is going to be good.
Not everybody owns a black outfit.
All right, okay. So on TikTok, I'd put up a poster that says black tie event, Friday the 6th of September. And
I mean, it's pure rude. Not everybody owns a black outfit.
Somebody says,
fuck off.
I don't even have a black skirt. And I'm like,
off.
they thought a black tie event meant that you had to wear black. They didn't realise it was like a suit.
I know, and I'm laughing, which... because I thought it was fucking funny. But then, maybe there is people out there that didn't get that, son.
Anyway, a black tie event doesn't mean to say you need to wear black. Obviously, it's a nice ball gown, evening dress, something like that. Nice and tidy. That's all that means, And so I understand that the money for the ticket is a wee bit expensive, especially if people are
But you're getting a meal.
I know you're getting a meal and all the entertainment.
So if you and your man go out for a meal, right? Minimum £100.
Obviously, aye.
So if you're
unless you go to McDonald's for a couple of Happy Meals.
That was quite nice to meet up here. I enjoyed that. Anyway, so what's that? What's 65 and 65? 140?
130.
130 quid, know what I mean? And you're getting entertainment and all that. I'm not justifying it. I don't think there's anything.
I know.
I think your tickets are reasonable.
I know.
And if you don't want to fucking go, don't go. Don't pay it.
So anyway, people are just out to dispute this thing, right? So that's what I'm saying, like 1 minute you can be up there and the next minute you can be doing there. But see, as I've been doing my shows in the past 2 weeks, everybody's like, Carol, go ahead with that black tie event. Don't stop it. I mean, see out with a TikTok as well. And people are messaging me. They're like, Carol, do not stop doing that. Go ahead with it. We love what you do. And see the amount of support and the amount of messages I've had. It just shows you that predominantly there's a lot of good people on TikTok. There's a lot of people that are silent listeners and just watch. And they're like, we love watching you. Older women, younger women, guys, older, young, a big array. And I thought, well, fuck yeah, I'll still be on here.
But I don't think
night.
this shoot is the event. I don't think they've. I think the event has been a wee trigger for them to go, right, I'll fucking kick off about this. So I can start fucking grief with her. And she's got a big following. I'm going to start slating her. Folk will be interested.
Do you know what the funny thing is? Do you know what the funny thing is? They're like, you're just doing it for the clout. The clout means for all the likes on TikTok.
Right, but I've got hardly any followers or anything, right? I'll probably get bullied now. That'd be funny. Anyway, so I could go on and go like that. I'm fucking Carol McGee's pal and we've just fucking fell out. She's a cunt. She's pulling in 35. And I bet you the followers would come in. And I bet you my likes would fucking... We should do that as an experiment.
We
day tonight.
I think we'll do that as an
Carol
experiment.
McGee is a fucking cunt. She's fucking making 35.
You were listening to that person, weren't you? You were listening to them.
Probably.
But anyway, so What I am going to do now is just keep being me.
Aye.
That's it.
Because I
just
don't
keep
think you
being me.
should cancel your event, 'cause it's fuck all about your event. It's because they were looking
I am
for a wee
definitely
bit of
not cancelling the
wee
event.
bit
That
of
is going
drama.
ahead. And I'm actually getting maybe somebody special to come along, but I'm kind of waiting in the okay for that.
Oh, really?
Well, that's a wee surprise. We'll keep that as a surprise.
I don't even know.
I will. I've
You
not
keep that a
told you.
surprise for me?
I've kept it a surprise.
Right, tell me in the
Because I
car
don't want
way
to say who might be coming in case they can't
Then you
come.
get stood up like
Then
a
we
wee
get
fucking...
stood up.
Yeah.
Who for the wee person that was going to come in and
Aye.
discuss social media
Wee
the
dick that
day.
was meant to come in the day.
Are you calling Adam Locke a wee dick?
Wee dick. You're nothing but a wee dick. You should be here to defend
Adam was
yourself.
supposed to come in and we were going to be chatting about social media, the ups and downs of social media, and he couldn't make it. So that's him in the bad books.
Aye, I might go on the night and bully him, see if I can get some clout out of it.
Aye. But anyway, so somebody says on social media, you're only here for the clout. I says, listen, I don't need the clout. I says, I've got over 100,000 followers on Facebook. They then turned it around. So it doesn't matter what you say, they're going to turn
Aye,
it.
they're looking
They
for...
then turned it around and says, oh, she's got over 100,000 followers on Facebook. She doesn't need us TikTokers. No, I didn't actually say that. I just says I'm not here for the clout. I've already got clout. You know what I mean? TikTok is a bonus, and I'm loving TikTok. I honestly am. It's like I can't. What did I ever do with it before TikTok?
Well, I know I'm still no big on it, but I'll tell you what I do like TikTok shop.
Oh, do you?
I'm a wee bit of a junkie for it.
Are you?
Ain't going. I'm buying it. 024.
See, I've only ever bought a couple of things off it.
I'd say that's what I'm using TikTok for. I do like it, but again, I wouldn't be into all that clout, as you call it.
Do you know what? I also message a lot of people on the app.
Aye.
See, there's a lot of people on the app being bullied, right? And whether or no they're in the right or wrong doesn't really matter. But if
But I think the people that are being bullied are because people are threatened by them. Threatened at how good they're doing on TikTok.
I just think it's a lot of banter and a lot of slanderous stuff getting said. And so sometimes I message people and I go like, listen, chin up. I know so-and-so's bullying you and all the rest of it,
but I suppose it's like a newspaper. They publish all the shite of the day, exaggerated lies and all that, just to get the readers.
Well, I've heard a couple of guys on there, you know what I mean? One hiding behind a gimp mask and one hiding behind something else.
What?
Totally slating me. There's a guy in a gimp mask.
Who is it?
I don't know. He doesn't want to show his face because he's not got the balls. And so
he sits with a mask on?
He sits with a mask
on Facebook?
On TikTok.
TikTok?
Talks about people all day, every day.
With a mask on?
Aye, because obviously he's toxic and he just wants to say all the bad things.
What accents he got?
Oh, Scottish.
That's a bit sad.
But you know what? He's got a very unique accent.
It's a bit sad.
And the thing is, if he
he's no well. That's a sin. Get well soon, Gimp Man.
Gimp Man?
Who the fuck's that? My Gimp mask on?
People just sit with Gimp masks on and you just can't make it up.
I fucking want to go on TikTok.
Anyway, this guy totally slaughtered me. I get that people maybe no believe in what I do, right? Fair enough. It's healthy to be skeptic. But does that mean to say you need to slaughter me or TikTok because you don't believe in what I do? That's like me saying
but then folk don't believe in magic.
I know.
But then people like...
I know.
Paul Daniels and all that.
But that's what I mean. Sometimes they're loving you and sometimes they're slagging you. The slagging and all that I can take on board. No bother. But then it's just OTT. It's OTT. But you just need to learn to take the good with the bad. And, you know, it is 100% water or a duck's back for me. You know.
So see the ones that you look were at the hunt, remember you said they came to the TikTok ghost hunt that kind of turned on you. Have you spoke to them?
Nah.
See
MD that's totally toxic.
So have they been on their page actual talking about you?
Aye. I know. It's like, what the fuck?
And what they want, Jank, a reaction for you or just...
I don't know, but they're not getting a reaction for me. They'll just get banned and that's it. It's like, I just get blocked.
So how did you get banned? How do you get banned for...
So... my first ban, right? I went on to TikTok and I says, well, this week me and Debbie are going to go into the dog suicide bridge and I'm telling them about that. And on TikTok, you can't use the word suicide. Ban, 7-day ban. So obviously I'm managed on TikTok. I've got a manager on TikTok and they got me back after 2 days, right? So I never get the full 7 days. I get out early for good behaviour. And then the next time I get banned again, right? It's for talking about the word banned. So you can't say the word banned on TikTok.
We'll see
and
when
so
that
get banned again. So the manager got me
words.
back again, right? Because it was like a minor thing. But that time there, I was on live and I had to do the full 7 days in jail. So I got a 7-day ban for apparently saying Jax, JX, Jax is gay. Now, I don't ever turn around and say MD's gay or
Who's
anything. I
Jax?
don't know. There was no Jax there. That's what I'm saying to you. So the manager came back and the script said Jax is gay. That's what I said. And I said, I never said Jax is gay. I says, whether I know they've picked up in the Scottish accent, maybe they've thought I
Because
said
sometimes
something
I
that I
see
never.
videos and it's subtitles,
The
and that's not
subtitles
what
are
they're
fucking
saying.
mental, aren't they?
Especially
It's like,
Scottish
hi,
people.
how are you today? And it's like, hi, up yours today. And you're like, what the fuck? I didn't even say that. Some of it's mental, isn't it? And so it's like, Jax is gay. I says, I absolutely never. So I'm like, typing to my manager and I says, I never actually said MD was gay. I know to say that word on TikTok. No, you're not getting it back this time. You need to do the full 7 days. And I was in the B1. You get different daily rankings on TikTok. It goes for A, 1, 2, 3, B, A, B, C, and then C goes up to D, E goes up to F, something like that, and you work your way up the rankings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was top, because what I was doing on my lives and all the likes and all that you get, and I was top. So I was sitting in the B1, just about to get into the A. A is always for top collaborators, celebrities, and all that. And I'm sitting on B1, just a fucking boot to go into A, and they suspended me for 7 days. So they're like, right, you're suspended from all your accounts. So
do you not go back to being at B1 then?
Well, I thought I was, because it just says you're suspended.
So you think
and I thought, well, go back in at B1, and then within a couple of days I'll get back in A. Or I'll go in A, and I come back and the bastards, had put me back into B3. So now I'm working my way back up again.
Ah, well.
I'll get there.
I'll
be there this time next week or something like that. Because I'm just about to get into B2. Right. And so if they're right up the ranks into B1. And then back in. So
you're loving like TikTok then?
I'm loving the fucking challenge, right? I'm loving the challenge. And I think
I always see you saying, send me this, send me that. Flowers and thanks for the
no, it's team bracelets. Team bracelets. So you can double tap on TikTok. You can double tap the screen, and it's like wee hearts to send.
Right.
And so I think the wee hearts, you get one every day, and it's free. And so you can get your followers to send you a wee heart, and that gets you up the rankings and stuff like that when they do that. And so I do that, and they send me wee team bracelets. That gets you up the rankings. So do they pay
for a wee heart, like wee tap?
I think you get one for free every day when you join the team. And then if you want to send like 2 or 3 wee hearts, you then need to pay 1 coin. I think 1 coin's 1 penny or something like that.
It's a wee game?
It's a wee game, aye. But some of the people up the top, like in the A rankings and the A leagues, are doing exceptionally well. Mm-hmm. The guy, well, no say, but the guy that was at the top last week of the UK pulled in 100 grand in 1 week.
Really? That's quite good, isn't it?
100 grand a week.
So do you, obviously, like you said, you need to do 15 hours, so you're kind of working for them. What happens if you don't do that?
Well, you can get kicked out the agency. So I'm with an agency and I am contracted.
So you get set hours, what else?
I'm not get set hours, I can do whatever hours I want, but I must do a minimum of 15 hours a week. Per week.
Right.
Which I do anyway.
Aye.
Probably done 4 last night.
Aye. You did. I was sitting there cheerleading.
Oh, you're Steph Carroll. But the readings last night were very good. So some days I read for influencers, other days I read for just every day-to-day TikTokers, and then I have subscribers. Mm-hmm. So that's people that subscribe to my channel and pay £3 a month or something like that. So I have subscribers only readings. So that's like a wee incentive to become part of your team.
So if somebody subscribes to you, they set up like a direct debit or something for £3 a month?
Yes.
So what are they getting for the £3 a month?
Well, they're getting to take part in subscribers only lives with me.
Oh, so you do ones that only they can get in?
Only they can get in.
Right.
So that then gets maybe like 300 of them at that night or whatever, and I'll pick people randomly. And not only that, I also put out my live shows. So if I'm out doing a show in a hotel, like the other night I done a show from a hotel in Glasgow, and I live streamed it onto TikTok. So probably live on TikTok for 3 hours. That's another 3 hours I've done. Mm-hmm. And so people at home can sit and watch.
This is how I think it is easy for you, because obviously you can fire a show up. You've always, you don't run out of chat. But I don't get how the people that haven't... That's how I think it would have been dead interesting. We will still speak to Adam. But like for somebody like him, he's not running a business or anything off it, is he?
No, but he is part of a management team, right. So this is his
how
job.
would they? So they need to come up with I'm not even saying Adam, just anybody on TikTok, right? So they've got people that have got to come up with 15 hours worth of stuff. So see some of these people that were slating you or looking for a fight or whatever, would they be people that are under an agency?
Some of them may be, some of them may not
So do you think they go out looking for trouble to give themselves
Some of them
screen
are
time?
quite controversial.
What does that mean?
In other words, that is what they are. They are a paid bully.
So, so that's what I mean. So they're looking. So for you, you'd be like feeding their. They need to put 15 hours up, so they'll be like, oh good, I'll target her. She's fresh meat. Give her it's stinking. She's got a big following. Everybody will jump on board, and it'll do my 15 hours this week.
But that's what I'm saying to you. You know, TikTok has been really good for me. Predominantly, the majority of people on TikTok is just Mrs. Smith sitting in her house doing her ironing, listening to Carol on a live, and so people are sending me messages. Carol, keep going. We love you.
That's enough. This is what. Obviously, we know I'm riddled with anxiety majority of the time. So I think if I was one of these people that didn't have anything to give, which I probably am, you go on there and have to put 15 hours on a day, and you're having
it's hard work.
Yeah, you're having to
I know, but that's what I do. I go up on the show.
But you've got something to give. I don't understand the people that are being the bullies. So they're basically on there looking for people and
for
victims
controversy.
So that they can feed their 15 hours a week. That gave me anxiety thinking, who am I going to pick on, or what am I going to use my 15 hours next week for?
They go on the screen record people and they pick up on things that's been said that's out of order. Like, don't know what they're hating on me for, and I'm not going to stab MD. It's no stuff I'm sitting in the house taking drugs. And then it's like, wow.
So somebody says she was talking about me with that comment. And then they've spoke about you for a few hours online. And
that's their paranoia, no mine.
But then, so they've dwelled on that for their 15 hours that week, and that's them got paid for it.
Aye.
Right.
So it's good to know that.
So they don't know what they're going to do next week or who they're going to talk about. No. That gave me anxiety.
But see, the thing is, if they're talking about me, they're leaving somebody else alone, and it's like, if they're talking about me, I couldn't care less.
Aye.
It's not
I
anything
just think
I've
that's
never
mad, but
heard
I do feel
before.
sorry for them that they've got into this. Maybe they've put something up, they've done good, like naturally they've got busy, they've got the clout or whatever it is you call it, and then they've been contracted by an agency, so they need to give a set amount of hours.
Some of the people that are on there bullying other people maybe may not be with agencies.
Well, why would you do it then?
I don't know. That's just some nasty bastards, really, isn't it?
Aye.
It's like,
then
why
I was,
would you want
I
to
was
hurt
having a
other
wee
people?
chuckle as well, right? Because we were talking earlier about people, and I said, oh, there's this lassie that I watched, pure liked her, just day-to-day stuff, but it's a shame she put up a video saying, I'm going to come off of here, it's not... And then you're like, oh, what was her name? And I went to search her, there she is, back on, and I'm like, they're all addicted.
I know, but the other thing is, you do make good money. If you've got a big following on social media, you do make good money.
Right.
I mean, everything's monetized these days. People are making good money. You know, the first month...
that 15 hours, right? So not everybody's getting paid the same amount for that 15. So it depends what you're
I think you need to maybe have a minimum of 10,000 followers.
Well, do you need to have a minimum amount of people on your... It's not how you've got 15 hours to give. Do you need to have so many people watching?
No, you just need to be live.
Just need to be live?
You need to be live. But you get like wee gifts and diamonds and stuff like that, and that builds it up. That builds up. So I'm in the popular.
So it would be easy for you because like that, you've got a business, you've got something to talk about. Whereas some people are just chasing the...
I know, but you know what? I think I just need to bring a wee bit of calmness into that. Because it's a bit too mental at times. I mean, people were wanting to go and slash each other's tires.
Well, I've seen that there's a fight.
Batter each other. And...
An actual fight, like a proper fight show.
Right, okay.
And I keep seeing, I must have watched somebody's video. Right. One of them that's in it or whatnot. And then now they all keep coming up. And there's this one guy, and I'm like, is he for real? I don't know if they're real or no. Did they go on there as a character?
Some of them go on there as
that
characters.
Must be what he's doing, because I'm like, he's no right in head. Like, that can't be the way he lives, carrying on like that.
Yeah.
And then they're videoing each other, going to each other's doors.
It's a bit mad, isn't it?
Fuck.
I know. It's like, you know what, it's just, something would probably end up in court and something.
It's a wee bit sometimes like free entertainment, like watching Coronation Street, but...
That's exactly what it is, and that's exactly what some of these lives are. And, you know, it doesn't matter if you're in Mother Teresa.
Reality TV.
It doesn't matter if you're in Mother Teresa, they're going to still find an excuse to bring you down.
I know.
you know, but let's all
I
just
bet
love
I'll
the
get
haters.
terrorised on TikTok.
Just wait your podcast coming out.
I know,
You
I
know,
will.
that with that Debbie Collins.
Fucking lipstick or a teeth.
Did you
As
see
long
the
as that's
Nicky her?
as long as that's the only place my lipstick is.
Did you see the Nicky? Did you see the Nicky her? She's a green jacket on. You know, it doesn't really matter. You know what I mean? She had blonde hair. You know, stuff like that.
Our roots need done.
You know, it doesn't matter. They'll pick up on something.
I know.
But you know what? We just need to keep putting good energy out there. That's what I
know.
think. So I think that's what we'll just do. Put good energy out there. Just be our own selves. So if people don't like us, they don't like us.
I feel like I'm quite a liked person.
You're lovely.
Gives me anxiety as well, but
Does it?
mm-hmm.
All right, okay.
I don't like people. I do like people, but you know what I'm like? I'm quite a...
I know, but you're not really in the same show as what I'm are. You're not on show the same way I'm are. But anyway, I think that'll be us for the day.
Who's this wee? Who's that knocking on the door?
2 minutes. Right, okay. So anyway, we'll just keep doing our own thing on social media.
And I'll just keep watching you taking it stinking.
You just keep
The wee
watching
silent
me
assassin.
taking it stinking, and I'll just keep loving life.
You
All
love,
right.
keep loving life in.
Thanks very much for joining us
Thanks,
today. Bye.